Hey y'all, Wilhelmina here. So sorry about the delay, y'all. The Mevo issues. It wouldn't connect through our tablet. You know me and technology. I don't know what the issue is, but it would not connect. How are y'all doing tonight? Wilhelmina with Wall Decor by Faye. I'm so glad y'all stuck around. Now I'm just trying to find us on here. Tonight, y'all, oh my gosh, I have the cutest thing planned. The cutest thing. Look at this gnome I found at TJ Maxx. Isn't he adorable with this big old butt? I cut a slit in him and took out this little bag of rocks. And then all I did was glue it back together. So he's nice and light now. And y'all, we made the sign. I am so in love with the sign that I knew. I bought him before I even had the sign. We even made the sign. So, y'all, hold your horses. Look at that. Is that not the cutest stinking sign you ever saw? Oh, I'm so in love. I'm so in love with it. I can't find us on here, Wade.
JC says hi. Brian.
Hi.
Brian says hi. I'm here.
Yay! Me too.
Virginia says hi.
I just can't find them on the phone. Okay, so I can't see comments or anything, so I don't know. Y'all, we're having so many technical issues tonight. It's not even funny. Okay, so I have tons of goodies to go in here. Isn't that the cutest? And oh my gosh, are you kidding me? How cute does that go together? I was just like, yeah, this has got to be, because I had totally something else planned to make, but you know me. So we have one of the few flocked evergreens that I have left. Oh yay, there I am.
I don't know how you make it full screen.
There we go. To use, so I figured I'd use this because look, I still had. Oh y'all, you know me. Okay, so then look, to go with the sign, of course, I have these hearts that I got from Hobby Lobby. I know, isn't that gnome adorable? The sign is to die for, y'all, and it is in my Etsy boutique. This is a 7x9 right here. So, and I have oodles of other things to go in. I have these from Christmas. These from Christmas. In fact, I think I ordered the balls after Christmas. I have these hearts I got from Walmart. Look at, they have the ombre hearts. How can I open this? Okay.
So
hey, Judy.
We're not able to focus now.
Okay, sorry, y'all. No focusing tonight. Look at these. The gnome I got from TJ Maxx. No, I didn't make the sign to match the gnome. No, I bought the...
Is that what you want? Does that look okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I bought the gnome and then had this one and a pink one that I have. Hey, Joy, that I have that I bought together. And then we made this sign and all of a sudden little lights went off in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, this would go so perfect. So I ran to my room and got the gnome and I'm just like, that's what we're making. And then I had gotten these and y'all, I have an order and I had to find some ribbon, so I had to search for it, right, through all my stuff, and I found my last year's stash of Valentines that I'd been looking for and looking for and looking for. This week has been so weird, y'all. It's been such a strange week. So I also have these, too, in case these are more of a satin finish heart. So I thought that might look good because the sign isn't sparkly or anything, but he is. So that's why I got those other hearts, just in case, because I just don't know what to do. And I also have these little bitty leaves. I had this little branch sitting on my table left over. So I cut them up because I saw, you know, on the envelope how it has those leaves. So I thought, you know, put them next to a couple of hearts that are around, just a few, you know. So that's what I decided with that. And then I had this 21-inch mesh. I had an open roll, so I cut it up to put in the background. And I had already had this cut for what I had planned to do with the with the truck and the conversation hearts. Remember that I told you all about? That plan got scratched a little. Y'all, don't even ask. It's just, it's been fun but crazy New Year so far. Thanks, Brian. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the butt method. For those of you that don't know, I just cut these randomly. I don't know how long they're cut. Some of them are longer than others, but we're just going to, thank you. We're just going to gather these together like this. And we're going to fill in this wreath. We're going to take it like that and squish it together. So then these are going to stick out like rolls on the end. So I'm just going to, see, I wish I could do it like this, but I really can't reach, y'all. My arms just are not that long. So we're just going to take a couple of these pine thingies, whatever, these ties, and twist it around a couple times, and we're going to go ahead and fill this puppy in. So how was everyone's New Year? Are y'all getting tons of snow or what's going on? Oh, I forgot to show you the ribbons I have too. So I got this stripe ribbon out to match the envelope. And then I had this too. And then I have, isn't this cute? And I figured it could go with this. And then when we make our bow, the part that Stephen loves so much, I figured this would go in the center. So it'll pick up the green that's in the sign. Isn't that gonna be scrumptious? Oh, and I also have some solid red too to go in the bow. But I also picked out this in case I didn't want to use that stripe. But now that I keep looking at it and looking at the sign, I'm like, I think I'm going to use the stripe. So that one's probably going to stay up there. You know, I just couldn't decide, y'all. So, oh, I also had cut these out because I was going to do rolls in the last. Thanks, Joy. I was going to do, yep, it looks like it has a, yes, fine, that's why. I cut these out because I was going to do rolls. So I think I still might try to do some rolls since I have it cut already. And to add a little pink in there because he's pink. Now there's no pink in the sign, but there's pink in my gnome dude. So I'm going to grab my, good old bow dabber to hold some rolls. Put him over here for now. So what's everybody up to? This week, y'all, because I had to bring some Valentines and some beach to the, to the store and the restaurant that I sell at. So I've been making some Valentines and some beach wreaths, and I had to bring some wreaths to the farmer's market too. So I'm just trying, I think this whole week is going to be Valentine's, and that's going to be it. I'm just going to do Valentine's this week, and I know I have to do one beach wreath for that one store because I did one for the restaurant. But yeah, and then I am gonna move on because I don't know how good Valentine's. I'm hoping, since with everything going on, that Valentine's will be. I'm just putting these together right on top of each other, but in different directions. So see, it looks like that. I'm hoping Valentine's will be a big seller this year. It's either gonna do huge or it's gonna flop because who knows. People are either hanging in there or they're divorcing. So who knows? I
said, wow.
Well, that's what it's. That's what they're reporting, that it's either. So I'm just giving this a try, y'all. I don't know how good it's gonna look. Husbands are mysteriously disappearing. Does other people know the good news? I'm not sure, Brian. I'm going to be going to camp. Are you talking about the retreat? Candy with Candy's Creations is she's having a retreat in Georgia in February, and I'm going to the retreat, and they asked me to be a vendor, and sell my signs there, y'all. So we're making signs like there's no tomorrow. Seriously. And so I have some of these too, and these are cut at 25 inches. Yes, so I'm super excited for that, y'all. So if you, this is on the President's Day weekend, which happens to be Valentine's Day weekend too. So Steve and I were going to drive down there together anyway. And then when they asked me to do that, I was like, oh my goodness, I know. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm really super and very, very humbled and blessed. Honored. I'm just so stoked, y'all. So now I'm just sticking in the ruffles, and we're just going to work our way around the outer rim and fill this puppy in to give a good bedding for the gnome guy to lay. Look. Oh, here's my little nipple. Look, isn't that going to look cute? So I wanted to use up this roll of mesh, so. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I did. It's only 40 people go into the retreat. So it's a nice small retreat, and I definitely wear my mask everywhere I go. So yeah, there won't be an issue with that. I know, I'm so excited. So excited. So look, we have our little, and then you just take it and fold it. So you have kind of like a poof here and rolls here. I know, I love this green too. Love it, love it. It's an old roll from last year. And I saw it sitting in my wall over here when I was looking for stuff. And I saw the green, in the sign, and I'm like, oh, I'm using that. Somehow I'm using that. So that's why the whole thing changed. Because I didn't think I would have enough to do poofs all the way around with the work frame. And then I was thinking of doing a swag. But I'm still not super comfortable with swags yet. So.
Brian thought Melinda was talking to him because Melinda said, hey girl, hey. And Brian was like, talking to me?
Brian.
I don't know.
You're so silly. Yeah. So now we're going to do another set of curls. What the heck?
How wide do you cut the green?
I didn't measure it. They vary. I'm thinking it's probably around 20 inches. I just held it up and like this and cut it. So I'm thinking it's probably around, it's pretty wide. So probably around 30 inches. It looks like about 30 inches. Only if you want me to, wink. Should we get y'all a room? Okay, Ryan. I understand. Believe me, I understand about cutting up. So Steve went and how did I get to it here?
I'll have to tell him about that, please.
Okay, never mind then. Steve didn't went and do anything.
Yes, you did. Thank you, sweetie.
Uh-huh.
Love you.
So yeah, it's just been, the new year has been it's been very good so far.
Very blessed.
Yes, very. Yeah. Just crazy. I haven't had 2 seconds. I woke up this morning. Once a month I go and get a B12 shot. Hi, Rhonda. And this morning was my day to go get my B12 shot. And I was going to take my son to Walmart at like 7:30 this morning because that's when it's nice and dead. There's nobody there because he had to get a shirt for his uniform. So I saw my shot in my purse and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot my doctor's appointment. It's 7:45 now. And I had to be at the doctor's at 8 o'clock.
What's it, about 5 miles away or something?
I don't know. But it's going on base. So I want my phone again. So getting on the line to get on base at 8 o'clock in the morning is
Was it a long line there?
long. It's very long. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah. But so that's how my morning started. So we ran to the base. Then Josh, he sat in the car and waited and realized he forgot his mask. So we had to come home, get his mask, and then we went to the Walmart, and then I had to go to Hobby Lobby to get some florals for a wreath that someone ordered, and then it's close to Sam's Club, so I had to stop at Sam's and get us water. Y'all, it's been a crazy, crazy day. So then I had to pack up some orders, take them to UPS and the post office, and then come home, cut some of the smash. Oh, it's just been crazy. We made some more new signs, so I'll show you. And then I wanted them listed before we came live. So everything that I'm fixing to show you tonight is listed, including this wreath is listed already. So if you want to purchase this wreath from my Etsy boutique, it's under the, where it's a big picture of it, says Facebook Live on there. So definitely check out my boutique. There's going to be, there's lots of new signs in there for spring, summer,
Why did Brian
not fall.
say Private Ryan?
I don't know, they're having a talk.
Well, that wasn't meant for anybody, it was just there.
What?
He didn't respond to anyone.
I don't know.
It was Private Ryan.
I don't know.
Not a movie with Tom Hanks or something.
So that, yeah, it's been a day, y'all. It's really been a day. I'm just trying to find, because some of these little ties are shorter than the rest, so it wouldn't fit around this big old honking thing. So this little pops of green, I think it's gonna look cute because it really picks up the sign, doesn't it? It makes the green and the sign pop out a lot. All of a sudden, my things look all funny. So, yeah. So now I'm gonna do another set of rolls. I don't know why I had that extra white one.
We have one extra white.
Mm-hmm.
Spares in case one rolls under the table and we can't find it.
I guess. I know, y'all. You know when I was looking for that dang owl, it was right here on the shelf behind me. Go figure.
I'll show you for
Good thing my head's attached. For putting on the other ones, you know. Yeah, good thing my head's attached, y'all. So isn't this going to be so cute? I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it finished.
It's going to be awesome.
It is. So we're just cut this. The rolls were cut at 10 inches, and it's 10-inch mesh. And I'm using all all the 10-inch mesh is snowdrift mesh.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the snowball has the breaks in between, but this is I guess this one is snowball because it's not as thick. Hi, Kathy. Happy New Year. Like this is. See how much thicker this is? So this is the snowdrift and this is the snowball.
She wasn't telling us.
Well, I said Happy New Year anyway.
I'm glad you did.
I know.
I'm glad you did.
I'm glad I did too.
And so is she. Whether she knows it or not. Exactly what you said.
So yesterday was my son's 23rd birthday. 23. How do they get older and we stay the same age? That's what I want to know. I don't really want to know, but. So I was teasing him yesterday. I said, wow, Josh, you're almost 30 years old. He's like, shut up, Mom. Not to think about how old that would make me, right? No.
We're not allowed to go past 29.
No, we're not. Prohibited. So, and these were cut at 25 inches.
Times 2.
And for anyone that came in late, this is the sign that we're using tonight. Isn't it so cute? Can you see it good or is it glare?
I can see it.
Okay.
You can see it.
Okay. So, and I'm just doing regular ruffles with the red that I cut at 25 inches.
Because every time I try to focus with the phone, it just stays with it.
and then it goes out. We were having Mevo issues earlier, y'all, with it not wanting to connect to whatever. That's why I usually don't go live unless Steve is home, because if something goes wrong, I won't know what to do. So that's why. Otherwise, we'd be on my phone going live. If something goes wrong, I don't even know how to connect the Mevo. I'll learn. That's my goal for this year, is to learn all this technical stuff. I mean, really learn it, because I said that was my goal last year too, and I didn't do very well. But it's a new year, and I'll try it again. What the heck? What the heck? If I would have started this stuff when I was younger, it might have been a lot easier. But I'm telling you, my mom, she was in her 80s when my dad got her an iPad, and she picked it up just like that. My nut, she was so dang smart. Anything she put her mind to. So I gotta give it a try. You know. It says it's under. There's a picture of where it says Facebook Live.
What section is it?
It should be under Winter Wreaths. Winter Collection. It should be under.
What's this going to be a picture of?
It just says Facebook Live. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't take a picture of the ingredients or anything. I wanted to surprise y'all.
Took a picture of the finished product and took it apart and put it together.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, you took the picture 2 hours in the future. And came back, and now you're making it.
Yeah.
Use the time machine.
Not the good old time machine.
Stewie Griffin.
So I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try, y'all, to do lives. I'm gonna go live tomorrow night, my usual Tuesday night at 6:30. Well, I might go a little earlier because I'm doing that Damon's WIMPs class at 7. So I'm thinking probably at 5 o'clock, like we tried to tonight. Just so I can get, but that, because it's almost the last night of the class. I think Wednesday is the last night. So, but I'm just going to be I'm going to be pumping out Valentines just so I can get it all done and fill up, the store and the restaurant and the farmer's market and my shop. Oh. Now we're just scrunching this the regular old rough away. It's not on there.
I'm looking right now.
Steve's looking. Because I sat there posting all sorts of stuff before we went live. Did I do this wrong? Oh, no. Okay. Thought I lost count. We're almost done with the bottom, y'all.
Is it a winter or what?
Winter collection? Or did I put it under winter signs? I hope I didn't put it under winter signs. I thought I put it under winter collection. Or did I put it under spring?
Under winter signs.
Yeah. I'm a hot mess. Today it's just been. Well, I thank you for looking. Hey, Megan! We're making a gnome wreath tonight.
Nobody's business.
No, that's not what it says. And with this sign that we made, isn't that the cutest? I love that sign. I just love it. And then this is the gnome that we're going to use to go with them. Isn't he precious? And I took the stuff out of his hiney. I'm trying to make it so he doesn't flop into the glue pot. No? Oh, you're a Mardi Gras region. Yeah, I heard Mardi Gras was canceled. I have a couple. I've been selling some Mardi Gras signs. I figured people will still decorate even though they can't, party. But I don't know. Our area doesn't do much Mardi Gras. We do more St. Patrick's Day. We do big time St. Patrick's
I
Day.
think it's a cute sign and Melinda says adorable. No.
Thanks. Now I'm going to do one more set of these.
Valentine's Day gnome wreath. Facebook Live.
Yeah. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Where'd I put it?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh. Sometimes I can be so blonde, huh, Megan?
Category wreaths.
Yeah, you gotta, just because we can't have the same usual hooplas, we gotta keep, decorating and getting those people to decorate too so they'll buy our wreaths, right?
Okay, so it says,
And we just got these 10-inch mesh cut at 10 inches each.
it's, this, okay, category. What's the, what would it say, like section? Is that what it would say? Where?
Yeah.
Occasion, holiday, season. There's no season.
It should say Valentine's collection. That's where it should be, Valentine's collection.
Okay, well, hold on, I'm trying to see somewhere on here.
Winter is where my Christmas.
Section you put none.
Oh, I did.
So you want it Valentine's?
Valentine's collection, yeah. So look we've got the outer rim going so far, y'all. Isn't that cool? Loving it. So now we're going. Oh no. So I've only got 3 of these, so we're going to be putting a lot more red and stuff in the top part, which is fine because I didn't want a whole lot of green anyway. So that's cool. So we're just, I was sitting here doing it on my lap, y'all. So on New Year's Day, it was pouring down rain and cold here, so I just sat in the house all day in my jammies.
The link.
Making wreaths.
The link to the wreath is in the comment.
Okay. There's the link to the wreath, y'all, in the comments. So I'm going to stick these 3 in first. I got to stand up for this middle part. My little arms won't reach that long.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Not the little one.
The pterodactyls. Yeah, this gets pretty thick, y'all. So it'll really fill in and hold this little guy in here. Well, big guy, actually. Look at, oh, that's so pretty. So I'm just going to stick these 3 in first and then place my other stuff in and around it. I haven't done this method in a minute, so I figured this will be good. Because I had stuff cut for days. It says, uh-oh.
Did I make an error? Let me see.
Oh my goodness. Y'all, today's just
Let me
been one of those days around here.
Let me fix it.
It really has. That's okay. We'll keep smiling.
Alright, I'm going to delete it.
He's going to delete that.
I'll fix it. Wait a minute.
And there's a U in boutique. Okay, so I'm going to put one right about here. Grab this little time right there. There we go. There we go. And then I'll put one down here. And then fill it in around. I know. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. That's what I get for trying to do stuff in a hurry, right?
Alright, this link should be good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that link is good now.
okay. Thank you.
What was it saying about you and boutique? What?
BOUTIQUE.
That's spelled the way I want it.
Yes, dear.
You want to put a U in there? Alright.
Well, you don't have boutique on that listing.
No, that's in was in your links.
Okay.
The links that we put in there.
Yeah, I know.
So I put in, I just wanted to fix it.
Okay.
I posted it, I deleted it. They said there was a U in there.
Just where it says, please check out my Etsy boutique.
Yeah, that's what I just fixed.
Okay.
I did it the way you asked me to.
Okay. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna go put some of this other stuff in, and then we'll be able to start putting the fun stuff in, y'all.
Alright, click on that link that I just posted and it goes right to the. So that link is a good link.
Okay.
The Facebook Live link. Should be good now, Brian. Give it a try.
Give it a try now, Brian.
Please.
Please. Please and thank you. So now we're just putting in our ripples and our rolls. Because I had this cut up since last week. All this mesh. So I was determined I was going to use it. But like last week I did end up making that Valentine truck sign. But it went totally in a different direction that I had planned for this mesh. So, and I wanted to bring it to the shops. But just, you know how things change, y'all. No, it hasn't been made already, Brian. It wasn't made already. Yeah, that's all it was supposed to show was the Facebook Live sign. And it just gives, some of the details. I just listed it so if anybody, while they're watching, and once it's made, then I go back and change the picture. No. You're so blonde, Brian. I love you, though.
Ask him how old he was on his profile picture.
That's okay. Oh, cool. It's working. Yay. So it is available in the boutique if y'all want to, if anybody wants to purchase, it's available now. And you're watching it get made.
How it's made.
Yes.
It's showing me your squeeze today sign.
I got a few signs. I just wanted to get this mesh put in first.
About 6 years ago. Okay.
So I guess you asked.
I just was wondering.
Yeah.
So I was 42.
It's a good picture of you. It's a really good picture. You're very photogenic. I'm not photogenic at all.
I was 42, 12 years ago?
12 years ago.
12 years ago? Wow.
Yes.
I was coloring my hair then.
Ah.
It looks like you had a tan too, didn't it?
Were you living in California?
He was faking bacon, like
Ah.
he used to do.
I used to work at a fake and bake. Yes, I did. Well, we all looked a lot younger 6 years ago, Brian.
Not me.
Not Steve. Steve looked this old when I met him.
Crusty crab.
He's an old salty dog, Steve is. Yes.
What's the freaking character's name? Some guy that Patches or something? No, that's Patches from SpongeBob. Seamus. He's the pirate with 2 wooden legs and 2 wooden arms.
I don't know.
I did not. It was all fake tan, fake bacon, quick tan. I didn't go. Oh, you didn't go to tanning bed. Oh. So it was the stuff you put on.
Oh, okay. No, I did the hardcore.
Some people used to get spray tan until they start sweating and it runs off.
Yeah, well, that's what he's talking about. But I think they've come a long way with that stuff now. Used to turn orange. You could always tell when someone. But we live right by the beach. I mean, we could see the beach from our house. So
Who did?
when we lived
Oh.
on Chesapeake Boulevard,
Yeah.
who did?
I don't consider that the beach because it's the bay.
That's the beach for us. I lay on the beach. So we're almost done with the mesh, y'all. And then we get to have fun. And I got to try to put homie in there.
Trying to figure out how you're going to try to attach the gnome.
Yeah. Like I always do.
With pipe cleaners.
With what?
Pipe cleaners.
No, with wire. Look how nice and full this is turning out. I should have squeezed it. It is looking so cute, isn't it?
What do you mean squeeze?
Made it more squeezed
Why do you want to squeeze it?
to make it more oval.
We need to make you a...
So I'm just making more red in here.
We should make you something that you can put the reach frames in and make it oval.
I can squeeze it. No
But
problem.
all you can do is take a piece of your hand like this and pull it.
Mm.
And make it oval.
Where are we going to put that?
It's flat. It's a piece of wood with a handle on it.
Oh. Oh.
Live video interrupted. Okay,
Yeah, I'm going to try to use up some of these flocked bases while I can, because I don't have any of the evergreen bases right now, so how did that get all twisted around? Okay. There we go.
I'm getting live video interrupted. It'll go away.
Are you? Yeah, I tell you, we're having issues tonight. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, ever since the COVID started, more people are working from home.
Yeah.
It's put a big strain on the infrastructure of the internet.
I'm using almost all this that I cut, so I'm so happy. I hate when I waste mesh. And I'm trying to use up all my stash. I'm trying to be really good this year, y'all. And not buy tons of new stuff. I'm really trying. No, it wasn't just you. We had a glitch. We had a hiccup.
No, it was everybody. But it's
Yeah.
Good. It's good.
Hi, CT. How are you? Thanks for coming on. We're making a gnome wreath tonight. And this is the sign that we're using. This sign is in the boutique and it's listed as well. It's under winter signs. It should, if you have favorited my shop, you'll see that it's a new item listed. You'll see it in Etsy. So if you haven't favorited my shop yet, please do so. And I also have a YouTube channel that's a little over 200 viewers now, subscribers now. So if y'all, whoever's new that hasn't checked out my YouTube channel, please do so.
CT says I'm warm. I need to move somewhere. I mean, I'm cold. I need to move somewhere warm.
Yeah, he lives in Iowa. Like,
I also mentioned that is a cute sign.
Thank you. I think it's adorable. Where's the end of it? Oh, there it is. Holy cow. So I want to put
Hi,
some
CT,
red
how
right
you doing?
here.
Good to see you. I'm glad that you decided
This
to join us.
last
Thank you
one.
so much for joining us.
Last one, y'all.
Last ruffle.
Yeah. I have a couple more, but they are Valentine's colors, so I'll probably use those in another Valentine's wreath because I'm trying to really get all the Valentines done and gone this week. I want to be done with Valentine's this week. So, but we do have a lot of Valentine's signs in my boutique, y'all, so go make sure you check them out for your Valentine's projects.
And while you're there, you can also like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well.
While you're in the Etsy boutique.
While you're on the internet.
There we go. Now I got a little more red in there. Look, isn't that pretty? These things are messy. Okay.
Is it because of the frame has all
the flocking? Yeah. So we're gonna. I got him at TJ Maxx, and I cut his bottom and took out the rocks. So I think I'll put him in the middle. Well, no, I'm going to put him over here.
Jojo says hi.
Hi, Jojo. Look what we're making tonight. How cute is this? Isn't that adorbs? We used a flocked base. And I put... Steven's laughing at me, y'all. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to put him in. Because I want to make sure... I could have made the sign smaller. But I think I want to do this. And then put a bow right here. That's what I think I'm going to do. Okay.
Joe, how you doing?
Don't laugh at me. So I'm going to put him right here. There we go. Right there. And then I'm going to put the sign right here and a bow right there.
Sign and a bow.
Sign and a bow. Look, I made his hiney all cockeyed though. So we're going to have to put a hole in there and a hole right there. So right here and right here. Okay, so I'm going to use my beadsmith.
Joanne's is so cute.
Isn't that? So that sign is in my boutique right now. And we do have some more new ones that I made up and listed. So everything, including the wreath, is listed in my boutique already. And Steve's going to bring some signs over so I can show y'all. Now this is a 22 gauge wire, and I'm just, I probably didn't even need to poke a hole because this is that cable. I don't think I made that long enough. So what I'm going to do is just make this shorter, twist it down here so it's just a single. And then I'm going to glue it to make sure it stays because this is like that cable sweater, that cable knit sweater. And I can poke it back into his hiney.
Oh.
And then, ow, and then glue it.
Poke yourself or poke them?
Poke both.
Yeah, poke them both.
Yep.
So they're good, huh?
Yep.
Let's have some clam chowder. Let's have some clam chowder while you're doing your line.
So now I'm going to let that dry. And blow, and blow, and blow, and blow, and blow. So that's nice and long. So I'm going to go right about here is where I said, right? This part I'll have to poke a hole and put some wire through. This 22 gauge is really super thick. I think they put the wrong label on it because it's a lot thicker than my other 22 gauges, but I like to use this for my attachments.
Hold them in place better? Or?
Yeah. Since it's so sturdy.
That's what you need, that's sturdy.
Yep.
Sturdy is the best. Flimsy is not. Yes.
Okay, y'all. Apparently I can't poke this. There we go. This through and talk at the same time. So has everybody done all their Valentines already and moving on to Easter? Or I'm going to do... I have one Mardi Gras wreath in my shop, so I'll probably do one more Mardi Gras. We made a really cute Mardi Gras sign for anybody who needs a Mardi Gras sign. Check out Wall Decor by Faye.
The link is in the comments. Yes, it is.
And then we're going to poke holes in this cute as heck sign, which I don't want to do, but we got it.
The beadsmith.
And so we have these hearts to go in there. There's little ombre hearts. These I got at Walmart. And then I had these from last year. I think this is from, yeah, this is from Hobby Lobby. I have some some satin finished ones because there's no sparkle in the sign. But I also have these that match with the sign perfectly. And these are also from Hobby Lobby as well.
There you go.
So while this is drying, I'll show y'all some of our new signs. We have another Easter sign. And of course, anything that you see here is also, has variations to it, so you can get them bigger or smaller. This is the 8-inch round, and it's also available in the 12-inch round. Isn't that cute? So we've got that one.
Unfortunately, we're having to use my phone to run the Mevo, so we're unable to focus in on the sign. Sorry about that.
And then anybody who does beach wreaths, this is a really cute beach sign. Can you see it good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is the 7x9, and it's also available in 8x10.
Yep, see if I can.
And these are all listed already. And look at this one. Would this would look so pretty on a grapevine?
It would. Very nice.
I'm into this vintage right now, y'all.
What does it say so they can know what it says?
It says carte postale. I don't know. I took French for 4 years, y'all, but
Probably a postcard or something.
that was a long, long time ago. Yeah, so I think it's a postcard. It's supposed to be a vintage French postcard. But I thought the flowers were so pretty. I just thought that would be awesome. Like for Mother's Day.
It's very pretty.
And then this is a good saying right here. Take a little time to enjoy the little things. And that's a little more farmhouse looking to me anyway.
That's very nice.
So these are all listed already under the spring signs and summer signs. So spring and summer are listed together. So this should be nice and dry by now. Okay. Is everybody eating dinners? That way no one's talking. Oh, look.
Just mesmerized by your creativity.
Oh, my goodness.
We're overwhelmed with your crafty skill.
Steve's got brown eyes, y'all.
No, this is a hazel.
I did, but they're more brown right now.
Oh, they shift. Depending on what you're doing, they shift color.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just going through the mesh and gonna attach this to the frame. Easier said than done, y'all. Easier said than done. And then we got the sign next, huh? Okay. I think I got it through. One of these days we'll put the risers on my table so I don't have to bend over so far.
Then we have to get you a taller chair though, so when you sit down part of the time.
Yeah. Well, y'all are very quiet tonight.
They are.
Need some engagement going on here, y'all. Okay, I did get it around. I got it around the frame. Oh, I tried to get the wire. Didn't mean to. So I'm just going to shove that up there for now. And now I'll stick his hiney in. Why you gotta laugh at his hiney? Now I'm just going to pull this on through. See, now his hiney goes off to one side.
Sorry?
when I took out the rocks,
Uh-huh.
I misshaped his hiney.
Uh-oh.
And I'm just attaching this to the wreath frame.
Nothing worse than a misshapen hiney. I should know.
Okay. There we go. I want to see this. That is where this thick wire comes in handy because.
I'm sorry, Diana.
Hi,
She's battling
Diana.
her yearly sinus infection. I'm sorry.
Right, but at least it's not COVID. That's
I hope you
fine.
feel better.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about your sinuses. That's no fun.
No, I feel you because my sinuses have been kind of poopy this year too. Well, for the last 2 years, I think. Excuse me, I had to take a sip of water. Yeah, do y'all drink that stuff? It's so good.
Sparkling ice. It's very good. So you can get it pretty much anywhere. Right?
I think so.
We
So I'm going to put the sign up here and say room for a bow. And then we can put some ribbons on the outside.
We got Sam's, Walmart, pretty much anywhere.
Okay, so I got to figure out where I'm going to put the...
You want to show one more before you figure out where you're going to put the sign?
No, not right now.
Okay. I like the sign was.
I think I'm going to...
I just realized the background color matches the stripes inside the sign.
Yeah. There's a method to my madness.
The madness to your method.
I'm going to do one on either corner. That way I know it'll hold it down really well. So here we go. Oh. And I do it so this little screw thingy is on top, so it pushes the metal down underneath and not up. Yeah.
Ow.
Some people do it the other way.
I think the way you do it is better.
I do too.
Any sharp edges.
I do too.
And it pushes the,
I think I'm going to use red wire for this. And I drank some coffee before I came on, y'all. This stuff called, what's it called? Death Wish. Oh my gosh, y'all. You get it at Walmart. And this, it's the most insane coffee.
There's some in the box over there.
That's okay. It's insane. It really is a death wish, y'all.
World's
strongest coffee. Mm. You drink it. How did she write that so fast before I even said it?
Who?
Diana. Did I drink it too?
No, she's talking about the water.
Oh.
She's telling.
Like, how the heck did she do that? Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. We're making a Valentine's gnome wreath. Valentine's gnome wreath. Golly. Yes, we are. We're totally winging it. You're not a coffee drinker. On days, yeah, I try not to be because I'm normally a spaz, and especially not on days when I get my B12 shot. So I don't think I'm going to be sleeping tonight.
I only drink coffee.
But I have a lot to do.
On days that end in Y's.
Right? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff I need to do, so that's okay. We have a bunch of new signs in the boutique, y'all. And this wreath is listed already. It's listed as a Facebook Live.
Under the Valentine's collection.
Under the Valentine's collection.
Right?
Yeah.
Put it in there?
Yep, and as soon as I can, yeah, I'll probably in the morning put the picture in because... You love your hot tea, though. That's like my mom, she did too. Well, my mom loved coffee too, but My mom and dad drank a lot of tea.
They drink coffee and like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
They keep me awake all night.
So I'm just gonna let. I just got it through, and I'm not sure.
Did you say hi to Bonnie?
Yes, I did.
Finally caught you live.
I know.
Well, welcome, Bonnie. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. Ah. This is a lot of mesh and evergreen to get through. There we go.
I haven't seen the old lady hasn't graced us with her presence yet.
Who?
K&J.
Oh. Huh? It is dinner
busy.
time.
She's probably busy.
Yeah.
That's okay. Do you need help or anything?
No.
That's seriously funny.
Because I'm trying to get the wire down.
Not for the sign or
Yeah. For the sign. Well, the gnome's already in. Doing the sign right now. So I've got that one tied. I just don't want the thing to bow, so I'm thinking I might have to put one. That's that. Okay. I just don't want it to bow.
The sign?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not gonna cut the wire yet, because in case I have to shift things around. There we go.
Oh, you're frozen.
So this is what we've got so far.
Oh, you're frozen.
Am I frozen?
You are frozen. Yeah. Both of them are frozen now. Oh, okay. Okay, this one's... Okay, you're back. Oh, goodness.
What? Was I frozen with a funky face?
No, when it came back on, it's like...
Y'all, we've been having internet issues tonight like there's no tomorrow. So
That was it.
tonight like there's no tomorrow.
That was kind of cute.
Okay, y'all, so we're going to do the bow. We're going to do the bow. I'm okay there? All right. I'm afraid to drink any more of my water because then I'm going to have to go potty after drinking all that dang caffeine.
It's doing a sticker.
So I'm going to do this as the base ribbon. I'm not doing a 4-inch because I'm just not feeling 4-inch tonight. My brow's looking weird. So I'm going to make these about 11 inches long, the tails. And I'm going to make the loops 6 inches.
How many different ribbons are you going to use?
I don't know yet.
How did you go show them?
I showed some ribbons, but I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
So we're just pushing it down and twisting. Now this ribbon has, both sides are the same, so.
Is there a long... Oh, okay.
Hmm?
I saw that long stick on your... That's a weird looking reflection, but it's a stick on your pics right there. Did you have your zip tie already out? Or did you get you one?
No, I got zip ties right down there. So I'm doing 4 loops of that. Of the solid red ribbon. Yeah, I still haven't mastered doing making those by hand, y'all. Just, another thing to add to my to-do list this year, right? So I think I'll put this one in next. And this one's from the at-home store, Christmas. And it matches the stripes on the envelope. Oh, look, I had one more. I thought I was out, but I had one more. Oh, well.
Was that an extra one for the read?
Yeah, but I don't have any room.
Gotcha.
So, it's all good.
Does that go in the drawer? The rest of it?
No, it's going to go in the trash. So I'm making these just a smidge smaller. Not even a half an inch. Just like, well, maybe a half an inch. Yeah. I'm not good at those measurements. Nope, I think this one's all going to hang down. I was wondering if I was going to do, you know, with the tails going up too, but since that sign, there's not a whole lot of room between the gnome and the sign, so it's going to be hanging down. But I think this is going to be pretty, pretty, pretty. I love that green. So, next I'm going to use some of this. I probably should have started with this and put the red there and then to break this up, but that's okay. Hey, Candy. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. We're making a gnome wreath tonight with one of my Valentines signs. We've been working hard on signs, girl. Hard.
See the one that watched make the shamrock?
That one?
Wreath?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, so this is getting 2. You know what I can always do? I can add 2 more and just have more tails.
Candy says the bow is fab.
Yes, it's because I have 4 rolls of this stuff, and y'all, believe it or not, this has 9 feet on there, so you know what? You know I'm thinking where it came from, and it's nice. It's not bad ribbon, really. I'm thinking it came from Dollar Tree. Honestly, maybe I'm just not supposed to have 4 of these, but I really like this. I really like this. It's cute ribbon. It's really cute. And I found it in my stash from last year, so. Oh, no.
Dollar store special too. That's what Diana said. Oh, Lou. I think she meant to say LOL. Dollar store special.
Yeah. This, they've been stepping up their little ribbon game. Because this really is nice ribbon. I mean, I couldn't even tell. I could be wrong. It might be from somewhere else, but Greenbrier International Robo Parkway.
That's freaking Dollar Tree. That's where the Dollar Tree headquarters is at.
Oh, yeah. So, lo and behold, y'all, I'm just going to make this tail a little bit shorter so I have enough to make 2 more loops, because that's what I want to do. Or you know what I can do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this just 2 more loops so I don't have 999 tails. That's what I'm going to do. So I just put this in like that, and the zip tie will hold it there. There we go. And then I'm just going to scrunch that down. And then I will cut this off. Hopefully without cutting the rest of it. Right about there.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. But this ribbon is so cute, and I thought it would go good with the sign. There we go. Now I think I'll use and put the this on the top. Yeah, see? Oh no, I want to put the green on top so we carry some green in there. So maybe I won't do this. There's not much on here. This is from that the regular fabric department in Hobby Lobby. It says it's got 4 yards. So I think I'll do that instead of the dots.
So that's about 4 feet.
Yeah. I just think in terms of the yards though. Okay, so I'm going to do this and then I'll put the green on top. Just to carry some of that green from the sign. And I'm just going to do 2 of these because I want to be able to use this. I got this in all the colors, y'all. But I don't think, oh yeah, it's wired. Dude, I wasn't sure if it was wired or not. But it is. So I'm going to put this guy away until I make some tails, if I make tails. And But now I have this D. Stevens, this velvet. It is gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. It's super duper thick, so I only use it for the center on my bows because it's super thick. And look, the back side is gold. It's fancy, y'all, fancy. But it holds a curl really good. Holds a curl really, really good. So all I'm going to do is the center loop with that. And I got this in a bunch of colors too. I have it in a cream color and a dusty blue color, black. Yeah, I went a little crazy with that because it's so pretty. And it just really makes a bow pop. So I thought this would look good to go with the sign, y'all.
Joanna says I have the same DC ribbon. I love that color.
Oh, I know. Isn't it fabulous? I love the wreath you made last night, Jojo. It was so cute. The swag. It was very lovely. So let me get my zip ties. Had a brain fart there. Brain fart. I'm going to use one zip tie and some wire. So I'm going to cut my wire now.
What was that store that we watched Damon go through? D. Stevens?
I think so.
Spent 3 days there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, tonight is shot night too. I just thought of it. I remembered, so just thought I'd tell you so that you would remember. Yeah, I went looking at those balls too. Oh my gosh. But I have a box full of balls, y'all. A box. And I'm trying to learn to make my own. But sometimes, you know, you just got to buy what someone else makes because those are pretty, pretty, pretty. I was looking at the rose ones, the ones with the roses, and the ones with the leopard print. But then I saw the time. So I wasn't sure if I'd have enough time, you know, for Valentine's Day to use the leopard print. So, see, I made that kind of long, didn't I? There we go. I don't want it so big. The center. Okay. Let me get my wire in. Brown's not sitting good tonight, huh? Setting bonky. Boy, I just had one of those days. It's definitely been a Monday. It has definitely been a Monday. Okay. So this will be a cute bow. Snow all over. And Steve just vacuumed today. Over here.
Sorry.
So we're going to fluff out our bow. I use this to hold on to while I fluff it out. And I'll stick this up here. Boy, it seems like we use a lot of red all year long, doesn't it?
Arnetta just woke up from her nap.
Oh, hi, Arnetta. Well, just in time to watch us add the bow. We're just fluffing it out right now. I think it turned out cute. It's going to go with the sign really well. I love Valentine's Day. I wish it was a bigger holiday. Because I have a thing for hearts, y'all. Hearts everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Hearts and balls. Too many hearts and too many balls.
Yeah, I have a lot of Valentines. And it never, never seems to be such a big... You would think people would decorate for Valentine's. I guess just because I do. I think everybody. Well, I decorate for every holiday. I'm sure all of us do. I know CT does. CT's awesome. I'm going to cut this down a little bit because it's sticking out a little far. Without trying to cut my loops. There we go. don't want to be able to see that. Oh, my tummy's grumbling.
You hungry?
I think I'm hungry, yeah. Hi, Val. Thank you for watching. I'm Wilhelmina. With Wall Decor by Faye. Faye's my middle name.
From the UK. Awesome.
Yes.
Welcome.
So it must be late there, huh? We are making a Valentine's gnome wreath with a sign that we made, and it is available in the boutique. And we're just adding the bow to it right now. Here is the wreath.
Beautiful.
It weighs a ton.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's a big box.
Isn't that sign adorable? I just fell in love with that sign. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Bigger box for each one.
Yeah.
It's 23:34. Ooh, almost midnight.
I love how they use the military time.
That's world time. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. World time.
So that's what I grew up on in the military. Everything's.
So we're just going to put this down here at the bottom. I might have to pull the sign up. I think I do, yeah. Because this is... I didn't think the bow was this big, but evidently it is.
Arnetta says
Thanks,
so cute.
Arnetta. Thank you. So I'm just going to attempt to push this through here without stabbing myself a million times.
Try one, do
Go a little higher. Here we go.
$9.99 this time.
Huh?
Try to just do $9.99, not million.
Okay.
Or 99.
You're so silly. Ow. Oh, there's one. Right under the fingernail tip. Ow! Right in between the fingers. Okay. I think I'm going to do this at an angle.
There we go. So you can do it.
No. This wire is just really thick and really strong. Thanks, Penny. I appreciate it. There we go. Oh, this is turning so cute. Now I just got to find the wire. Okay, there it is. The wire with the blood. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But I think I'm going to pull the sign up a little higher. Oh, this is turning, oh, so cute. I knew. I just, you know how you get a feeling about something. And it just, I love it when it turns out the way you want it to. Okay. Okay. I'm going to secure the top of the sign a little bit higher. Oh, look at that, got squished. I might have pulled that too tight. But I didn't fasten it too much, so I can always loosen it back up. You know how we like to mess with our bows every 5 minutes. That's why I was worried when I put a bow tree topper on my tree, because I knew I'd sit there and stare at it and mess with it all season long. I did pretty good. I didn't mess with it too much, with people around anyway. But I love this ribbon. It's very nice ribbon, actually. Okay. I can't see it really good right now, so I'm going to pull this sign, this wire up on the sign just a little higher. Oh, of course, I twisted that one around. Are we jacked up again?
No. It's messing with you.
So I'm going to move this wire just a smidge up higher so it can pull the sign up higher and not be hidden by too much by the bow. There we go. But I don't want it to bow the sign though either, so. I want this mesh to show. It's so pretty.
JoJo says, so sweet, love the colors and this wreath.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Me too.
Melania?
Mm-hmm.
I always have trouble getting the signs to stay up. They always hang too low. Any suggestions?
I'm just trying to hang. I know. I do too. I really do. And it's also harder when you have it laying down too. When you do it, if it's on an easel, I find it works more better. But I just try to do it to the highest outside ring on the frame, just so that when it's hanging up from the highest point possible. Because I always have issues with signs, y'all. Always. So I moved the sign up a little bit. I couldn't move it up too much because the bottom was still attached. But I feel I moved it at more of an angle. Thanks, Brian. I moved it at more of an angle. What?
It's a picture of a doggy sleeping
Oh.
on her website. Oh my goodness gracious.
You're so silly.
It is.
Okay, I'm going to move this wire over a little bit, y'all. I'm going to stand it. Yeah, because it usually turns out different when I hang it up, and then I have to move this stuff
Brian
around.
says it's gorgeous with it.
I know. I already answered that.
Sorry.
You were laughing. Okay, and I think I was thinking of putting a heart in between his hands, but his arms are super short, so I don't know if the heart's going to make it. So it would match the sign. So yeah, I just try to do it around the most outer ring of the frame. The most outside one up top. So, but I can't stand doing signs. I love making them, and I love using them in the wreath, but just attaching them is the biggest pain in the toolkit. Yeah, because I think I might have to put one down here because see how it goes like that. So I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I know. Now I'm gonna have to attach. Now I'm gonna have to attach it in another spot.
More pokies.
More pokies. And more pokies in the. So I'm gonna do, yeah, because it's just not sitting good. Doggone it. But I think I'm gonna do it right here, so it's not, so you don't see it all that much.
Oh, it's not in the corner?
Yeah.
I guess we have to go and take another sign.
Well, yeah. So everything that you see tonight is listed, well, except for, the gnome, but is listed in my boutique. It just smacked me in the head.
Why?
Yeah. Doink.
You didn't get hurt.
I know.
Put an eye out with that thing.
Oh, y'all, I'm just not surprised because this has just been a day.
Lynn Jewelry's here.
Hey, Lynn! Not completely. We're just putting the sign in. And there's always replay. Oh, my goodness. You leaving?
I know it will sell quick. Like, ha, ha, ha,
From your lips to God's ears, Brian. Have a good night. Thanks for coming and spreading the love.
Lynn says that's so darn cute.
Thanks, Lynn. And this sign is available in the shop, in the boutique, whatever, in the Etsy store. So over this. I'm just trying to, I use the less pokey wire. There we go. There we go. So see now, that sits better. There we go. Now it doesn't go all wonky. And I've got it so it's under the sign, so I'll make sure I cover it with a heart or something. Okay. Okay. So I'm probably blah, 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 blah. Let me look. So this is what oh, look how cute, y'all. Look. This is what we've got going on. And I just squished my bow after I fluffed it. What the heck? This is what we got going on. So now I'm going to put some
so jealous of all your signs and embellishments. I have a hard time getting deco mesh or anything to put on them. It's amazing.
I know. So I'm going to use some of this because see how it goes with the envelope on the sign? Thanks, Melania. I'm gonna, okay, this part I can kind of do. Y'all, I am just not the hand bow person, for real. Even the two loop.
Does it just
look
like
at that. It just,
freak you out? Or
yeah, it just, I don't know what it does.
Just pretend that your fingers are the two things on the bow.
Okay.
The bow maker thing.
Okay.
You still have to show that or something.
Oh yeah, I've got one more sign, y'all.
Sweet today.
A nice summer sign. So I'm going to put this in first because I cannot hold it that long. I'm going to stick this right in here. I'm just going to put these in randomly. I'm going to have to untwist this because some of these tines are so short. It's silly. So that's cute. A little bow. Look at there. For some reason that's not, I think I'm going to put in the polka dots.
Malena.
Malena.
That's what she's saying.
Malena. Oh, okay.
Telling Brian how to say
Ah.
I think I might have said it wrong too.
I think I did too.
Malena.
Yeah. Malena. So I'm thinking, and then just go fruit.
Bonita and white hair just got on late. We'll have to watch the replay, but it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Watch the replay. I'm just trying to figure out what I should put in the middle of this, if I should put anything. I might just put a heart. I'm going to cut some of this open. Let's see. Maybe I'll just, yeah.
So why instead of using those wipes, use this on your glasses.
Oh. Steven, I'm in the middle of something.
Malena says a checkered heart.
This, yeah. See, I really blew
Good
at
night
this.
for real this time. Yeah.
Peace
Sure,
out.
Brian.
You don't have to go, Brian. You can stay.
He wants to make dinner. So.
Oh. Dinner schminner.
He's getting hungry.
Dinner's overrated.
Says who?
Bite your tongue.
Nobody ever.
Nobody ever. So I'm going to try to stick this in here. It's a little bit smaller than this one, so we'll give it a shot. If not, I'll put it in the next tine over. Y'all, I'm just really
so not the ribbon. Use a heart.
Oh, okay. Oh, one of the checkered hearts. I see. Ding, 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 ding. Malena. Look, that looks kind of cute though, huh? Look at that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. You could make signs too, absolutely. Because that's what I keep hearing, that Europe and like Canada, they always have the worst times getting see, maybe I'll put a
Getting supplies.
getting supplies, yeah. Thank you. Look.
Squirrels.
How does that look?
Lynn says, love it.
Thanks. See, maybe I think I'm gonna put
that word from.
what?
Adorbs.
Oh, a lot of people say it.
1980s.
Oh, it's not. I never said it in the 80s.
So Melrose Place. So 90210.
Okay. So I'm just putting some glue on here, y'all, and I'm gonna stick it right on this. There we go.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm saying, why make signs? You do such a good job. Not sure what that means.
I don't know. She's probably not talking to me.
Somebody else.
So I think I'm gonna use this next. I like this. So we're not all the same all the way around.
It's just shorthand.
I don't know, y'all. Okay, what I'm gonna do is use this and then put this on top. Okay, that's what I've decided to do. So I don't want too big of a loop, and I'll scrunch it. See, I watch so many people do this, y'all. Can y'all do yours like way easy, or is it just me? Is it just me? Because my mom used to make hand bows too, and I just cannot. I just cannot. 2 loops is about as far as I can go, and I just do a lot of praying for real. See, I think those loops are kind of long. And I'm afraid to pull it and lose my whole... Yes.
That'd be no fun.
That would not be, and I would cry. You'd see me cry here on Facebook Live.
You just blame it on your eyebrows.
That's what I would do. So I'm just going to go like right over here because it looks kind of naked over here. So, kind of naked.
I had to go to a bow maker because my joints hurt from making so many by hand.
Oh. Yeah, I wish.
Jill says I
One
can't
day.
even get the 2 loops to look right.
Me neither. Seriously, me neither. And then like a tail will come out or something. Y'all, that's about as good as I can get it, for real. So I'm gonna, yeah. But that's okay. We all have our things that we excel at and things that we're not too hot at. As long as the wreath looks good, who cares? How it got there, right?
How it got there is exactly right.
This reminds me of Minnie Mouse. I love Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse is awesome.
So I'm just opening this back up and praying that the other one doesn't come out. Yeah. There we go. And then since this one has dots, I think I'll put one of the, I was thinking of putting the checkered hearts. Well, I wanted to put one in his little hands, but his arms aren't long enough. Look, they didn't put those together very well, did they? His arms are so doggone short. I could just have them go like that and put 2 in there and glue them all together and then glue his hands just on it. So I'll glue these like that and put his little hands, and it'll just, that kind of looks like boobies, doesn't it? Yeah, that kind of looks like boobies. So maybe, what if I do it like that and have him just hold one in each hand? What do y'all think? Don't those look like boobies if I put... Okay, Val, thanks for coming in and saying hi. Hope to see you again. Yeah, I don't think I need to put 2 because it looks like boobies. That's too bad. I'll have to see if I can find a bigger heart. But let's see if we put some of these in. I'm so over those little bows. Just one, yeah. Oh, no hearts? Yeah, I'll put some of these in. Let's see.
sign yet here?
Not right now. Not right this second.
Diana said, no hearts.
Well, because I put 2 hearts on his chest and it looked like boobies.
And Melinda said, just one.
I like those. Ooh, I like that in there.
Val Smith is going.
Yeah.
Bed. She has to be up at 6:30. Already saw that.
Yes. Yes, yes, dear.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. I really do. I like these in here a lot.
We don't get people from the other side of the world very often.
Yeah.
It's nice to what we do.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
Those popsicles, or not lollipops, I guess they're called.
Something like that. They're just.
Looks like lollipops.
It does. Got one there, got one there. Gonna put one here. There we go.
So they'll get glued in, or they just sit there?
Yeah, they'll get. Oh, they can't just sit there. So I was thinking, okay, I want to put some of these in around randomly, because then I want to stick some of these leaves behind it, because the leaves on there. So I'm going to cut these off. I'm just going to glue some of these, because I love, love, love these hearts. So I'm just going to glue the back of them. That's what I'm going to do. I just committed, y'all. So I'm just gluing the heck out of this. And sticking my thumb in the glue. Because that's what I do.
Oh, those hearts that you put it on in there?
Yeah. Hearts that, and then I'm going to dip this in the glue pot that's been sitting here patiently waiting for me.
That's a nice blue pot.
Yes.
That's
And I'm just kind of putting it up behind the heart. Kind of like it's a flower. Like it is on the envelope. I just think this is so cute. This doesn't want to stick.
Just being on it, it won't stick.
Yeah. I'm going to turn this around, y'all. This is turning out so cute. I got to put in some more ribbons, but you know I don't want to.
That's another one of your big ones.
Huh?
That is another one of your big ones. The wreath.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Well, yeah, when you use this method, it's usually a big wreath, yeah.
And then Mr. Nolan, or Miss Nolan, whichever one.
Yeah. Okay, I know I gotta do another dang bow.
You have a spot that needs one?
Yeah, it can't just have the 2. I gotta put one like right here, one right here. I'm sorry this is taking so long, y'all.
I'm used to it now. Oh, I'm not being mean.
I know. Okay. I just am not good with these hand bows. Those people just whip these bows out like there's no tomorrow.
We've been doing it for 100 years.
100 years?
101.
So I'm going to put one up here. Like right about here, I think. 'Cause there's, yeah, right about here, because it looks kind of naked over here. And it's in the green mesh, so it'll add some red over here.
It's a little naked.
A little naked. So I'm going to use this ribbon with it, because I used the other ribbon with the last one. So I'm trying to alternate. I don't even know if I got that in there right, y'all. So frustrating. I just need to take one day and just sit there and work on these dang bows by hand and just do it over and over and over again. And so I'm flipping up like this, up and over. And I need to make that bigger. There we go. I really think this is cute ribbon. I really do. That's probably why I bought so much of it last time. Hey, Asia. How are
Did
you?
you read the one from Melania?
Melena.
Melania? Did you read her comment?
A lot I have seen.
Have 3 bows all the same size and then
Then
tails
tail,
on
and
right
not a
and tail
tail
person. Mine never looked right.
Yeah, I don't know. I try. And I do like this look. I know what you mean, because mine just never seemed to turn out like, but I think they turn out okay. So I think I'm going to put a red heart in here. I need to put something over there. Yeah, I'll put a red heart in this one. And then put another ombre. These are really cool. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Asia's a shirt. She has a lot of shirts in her Etsy shop.
Does she?
Yes.
That's awesome.
From what I understand.
That's awesome.
From Mr. Oates.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Jill. That's very nice. I'm just gluing these on and sticking them to these up.
I like how you put the heart in the middle. That looks good.
Yeah. And it'll help. It'll help the bow stay in too.
Was that the hand bow that you made?
Yeah, those are the little hand bows.
So you used 2 different ribbons?
Uh-huh.
Why are you saying they look bad? They look really nice.
Thank you.
Oh, really good. Look at them here and they're like, wow. We're looking on the computer and it's like, what's wrong? That's all.
Okay.
I'm not going
Melena.
to butcher her name again.
Melena.
Miss McConaughey is going to sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it. I really do. I'm almost done, y'all.
Probably tired of me getting her name wrong.
I know, right?
I'm not an idiot. How to say my name? Yes.
I tell him, but he doesn't remember. He's a guy.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy thing.
Yeah, yes, you're right. Super cute. I like that you not dovetailed. Will you?
No, I don't think I will. I'm really liking doing them at an angle right now.
My dovetailing is kind of so 2000.
2019.
Let's start a new trend. 2021. No dovetailing. Or ducktailing or fishtailing. Whatever.
Chevroning.
There you go. No reverse chevrons.
See, I think I made that loop too big. Oh, and I never know which one to pull. There we go. There we go. Okay, now which one? Oh, the polka dots. I like these polka dots. She said it's all good. No hashtag
There
no
you go.
dovetail.
Let's start a Twitter trend. Hashtag no dovetail. That's good, Asia. I like that.
Yeah, I'm just doing this the totally wrong way, y'all, but it's working, so. Yeah, I actually got, doing the angle from Kali, so we can thank Kali for that.
Asia's on board. All right.
Yoo-hoo! There we go. So now, so I'm just gluing these right on. I got to put some stuff under the bow, so just in case, when you have it hanging on the door and the wind blows, you don't see a big bare naked spot. Know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Looks kind of cute. It looks kind of cute. And see, I like doing these too, because then you don't have to put tails like in every little nook and cranny. Now let's lift it. I just finished talking about. Let's put something right here. You know what I think I'm gonna put? I like these, and they have this big gaping hole where you took out the little nipple thing. Well, let me see if I can get one with that. There we go. I don't know why I cut that big gaping hole like that. Don't ask me. I don't remember.
You see what Asia wrote? Yes, agree. She's definitely angler. Not sure.
Yeah. Oh, Kali.
This is adorable. So darn cute. Thank you, Joy.
Thanks. I'm just trying to hide some little hearts all around so that you have something to look at wherever you are in this wreath. I like these. I like these. I like these a lot. Yes. So I have one with the leaf right here. So that one's good there. I want to use more of these because they're really cute and they match the sign. And I'm kind of matchy.
That's you. Matchy, matchy.
Matchy, matchy. I think I'm going to put one down here by his bottom side.
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll
That's a
do
good
it.
spot for it.
Then I will do it.
You're the expert.
See, I'm just putting a blob of glue. We're just going to boop. And I'll put a leaf on there. So y'all, this is available in my boutique, my Etsy shop, whatever. And along with our new signs, and I have one more sign to show y'all. It's a summertime sign. It's a nice big round sign.
You want to show it right now?
Yeah.
Trying to close this box.
I'm just holding this heart down. I'm going to put one of these in.
It just says, you make me want to run down and make something.
Yay! Go run down and make something. I know. I always feel the same way when I'm watching people on lives. And I'm laying there on the couch watching them. And then I'm like, I should be making something. And then I just continue to lay there and watch more people. Okay, my hands are holding. Okay, y'all. And look at this sign. Look at this. Squeeze the day, y'all.
8-inch or 12-inch round.
Yeah, they're available both 8-inch or 12-inch round. Isn't that cute? This is the 12-inch right here. Isn't that so cute? And with the light blue, I thought that was so pretty.
It is, just like you.
Aww. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to put more of these around because I really like these.
You're prettier.
You're such a... I don't know why I made such a big hole in these. What was I thinking last year? In these hearts. In these.
Oh, you did that last year?
Yeah. I don't know why. I'm going to stick this
why I
into...
swallowed the fly.
Perhaps I'll...
Perhaps I'll
Croak.
not swallow anymore.
So I'm just gluing in the lollies.
Gluing in the lollies.
Gluing in the lollies. And hoping I remember where I pulled it out. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to place these little hearts all over the place. Use up my supplies, y'all. Because then they'll just be cute sticking out wherever.
Oh, goodness.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Asia wrote something, but I'm not sure what the sign means.
Right now, I'm totes laying in bed. Ooh. Why is this with blue? Oh, love the blue. Denim comes. Yeah, denim, yeah.
Love the light blue. She wrote down below it.
There you go.
What's totes?
Totally.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm too old for this.
You are.
Way too old for this stuff.
Yes, you are.
I'm totes hungry.
You're always totes hungry. And I'm just sticking these, I'm gluing these little satin finish hearts onto the pine tines or whatever you want to call them.
I like pine tines. That's good. I think you call them pine tines.
Okay.
Definitely pine tines.
Definitely pine tines. Now, just randomly, because I think it looks so cute. Look at y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this.
Well,
Loving it.
I'm McLovin. Actually, I wish I was McLovin.
You're such a silly goomba. Almost done, y'all. I promise. I know I keep saying that. But I just love having little surprises in a wreath, you know? Just little yays. That's right. I said little yays.
Nice. And then she wrote a bunch of dashes, and then she wrote sign. Not sure.
Huh?
She wrote nice, and then like a bunch.
Wondering, should I put one of these hearts in the bow? No, it's not really.
Hearts in the main bow?
Yeah.
Well,
No, because you can see it. Nah.
Wouldn't you want to if you have? Oh, I see why.
Because of that middle thing, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to twist the middle around. There we go. Ooh, I like that better. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. Straighten this out. Straighten this out. What I'm gonna do is curl these. Because they hold a curl so good.
What did First Lady say on Thursday night when we were at church?
Look at that.
She gave the pastor a amen.
Oh, what are you trying to tell me?
Amen.
Okay.
That was so funny.
It was. So these hold, look at that. They hold so good. But I just don't know how I want this to go. So I just don't like when they go off to the side. I like it when they go straight down like that. Yeah, like that. Like that. Definitely like that.
Definitely.
I'm trying to put one in here somewhere. Just because. And I think I only used 2 of these, so I need to use another one of these. I thought I would be popping these in everywhere, but maybe I'll put one of these up here with a leaf. There we go. With the leaf behind it. Okay.
It's so sad because it looks so nice in the bag, and then you have to
glue it.
It's like,
I know. Because I remember when I first started, y'all, I wouldn't I wouldn't glue on any cute thing. I'm like, no.
It's ruining it.
It is, but you get over it. When you see all these cute things that people are making, you're like, oh, it's worth it. It's so worth it.
Ruined.
There we go. That, yeah, I needed that. So I got to hold this for a second. Yeah, I do. I love that light blue too, Asia. I really do. I like yellow and blue together. So y'all got to go in my shop and check out all the goodies. We have so many new signs in there. And I am going to my supplier this weekend, so there'll be some new ribbons in there too.
What is
and hopefully picks.
What is yellow and blue together?
Green. Yeah. Okay, there's a heart there. I'm looking where to put this. I might be done, y'all, because there's little hearts sticking out everywhere.
Everywhere?
Or where?
Where you go?
But I only have 2 of these left, and I want to use them.
Blue one to each of my ears.
Oh, look, I put 2 together right there. Oh, no. So, you know what? Look at that. So I'm just going to be wild and crazy and do another one right down here below by this other one. Because I'm wild and crazy like that.
Yes, you are. Oh, 224 subscribers.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
This ribbon, they have it in all different colors, y'all. Purple, blue, black, green. I think I got them all, too. Oh, I had to sit down. I think I might be done with these, though. I think. I think I might be done, y'all. Put you out of your misery. Oh, I found one spot for another one. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. I think I'm calling it done.
Are you ready?
I think so. I could be fibbing, but I think I am. Done, 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 done.
You gonna hold it up one last time?
Yeah.
For the peeps?
I think everybody who stuck around.
You can't call them peeps, what do they call them? The sugar
The
bunnies?
sugar bunnies.
You can hold up your wreath for the sugar bunnies?
For the sugar bunnies. Okay, y'all, look.
All the sugar bunnies.
Looky, looky, looky. Look.
Wow.
Turned out cool, huh? I love Valentine's
Bring it this
Day.
way a little bit more.
I love Valentine's Day.
Perfect.
Isn't it cute?
Beautiful.
I might have to do some tweaking to the bow. I think I got to pull it up a little bit more.
Joyce is very beautiful. Lynn says that is precious. And
Thank you.
Diana says very sweet.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks so much. Thanks for being so patient and sticking with me. And I will be live tomorrow night, but probably around the same time, probably around 5 o'clock. Since I have that class, I know it's got to be after 7 by now. But I really, really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for all the hearts and thumbs up.
All kinds of hearts and thumbs up.
Thank you so much. I love this. I think it turned out so cute. And this is also available on my Etsy shop. There's no picture. It just says Facebook, made on Facebook Live. So
it is available right now.
it's available for anybody who wants it. There's only going to be one of them. So
One of a kind.
yes, I have another gnome, but it's going on a centerpiece.
Lynn says you missed Damon's class. Me too.
Oh, is it 7:30?
7:20.
Oh, yeah, last 10 minutes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm so far behind, Lynn. It's stupid. I'm so far behind. So that's what I'll be doing tonight is trying to catch up on my courses. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks so much. Check out, don't forget to check out my Etsy boutique and look at all the new signs, y'all. Because there's going to be lots and lots coming. And I really appreciate you.
Lynn would rather watch.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so kind of you. How sweet.
That's very nice.
That is. Okay, y'all. Have a blessed night. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do another Valentine's Day. I'm waiting for a couple of things to come in, and I'm hoping to make a polar bear tomorrow night. So be sure to stay tuned, okay? return, not stay tuned. You know what I mean. Have a blessed night, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.